Hello students, today we are going to solve few past paper questions from motion chapters. So as we can see here, the first question says that graph represents the motion of a train traveling between two stations. So they have given this graph and they have asked one question, which statement about the train is correct? So as you can see here, they have given four options. Option A, its acceleration takes a longer time than its deceleration. Option B, it travels at a constant speed for less than half of its journey time. Option C is it travels 2000 meter in first 100 seconds. And option D is it travels 10,000 meter at constant speed. So let's find out which one is the correct statement by ruling out the incorrect statements. So let's look at the option A. So option A says that its acceleration takes a longer time than its deceleration. So acceleration is here, means this line, here it is accelerating, and this line where it is coming down is deceleration, this. So we will find out the distance traveled for acceleration first. So distance, the time for the acceleration first. So here we can see from here to here it is 100 seconds. Where it is accelerating, it is showing 100 seconds. 100 seconds where it is accelerating. And where it is decelerating is from here to here. That means from here to here. The time is from here to here. So we have to find out this distance, means it is 900 minus 500. So here it is 400. So 400 seconds. So here acceleration is taking 100 and deceleration is taking 400 seconds. So we can see here, means acceleration is taking lesser time because 100 is less than 400. But in the statement it is given acceleration takes a longer time. So this statement is ruled out. So A is not there. So so B, C and D. So let's look at B first. Now statement B says that it travels at a constant speed for less than half of its journey time. So let's see whether it is true or not. So at a constant speed for less than the half of its journey time. So constant speed is from here to here. This is the area which is parallel to the x-axis, is the constant speed here, this and this. So we will find out this area. Okay, we will find out. So here as we can see, here it is forming a square, or we can say it's forming a rectangle. So area of a rectangle. So area of a rectangle, let's assume that it is ABCD. So length into breadth. So area of a rectangle, area of ABCD, rectangle ABCD, BCD equals to length into width into breadth. So length is BC, so 100 and 500, so means 400. From here to here it is 400. 500 minus 100 means 400. So 400 is its width, and length is here 20. So 20. BC is the length, AB is also length. So length into width. So 400 into 20, 8. So 8,000. What is 8,000? Okay, meter is the distance when it was traveling at a constant. So this area gives when it is traveling at the constant speed. Constant speed. Now we will find out the total distance, because we have to find out half of its journey time or not, that we want to find out. So total distance traveled. So for total distance traveled means we have to find out, we found out this area of this rectangle. Now we have to find out the area of this triangle when it was accelerating, and along with that we have to find out area of this triangle when it was decelerating. And we will add all of them, this triangle plus this. So we will add all of them, this 1, 2 and 3, this 3 geometrical figure, to find out the total distance traveled. So here total distance traveled we will write down. So total distance traveled, TDC, equals to area of a triangle. Area of triangle. Let us make this a point as O. This here O and here Z. So area of triangle ABO. So area of a triangle AEBO, ABO plus area of rectangle ABCD plus area of triangle DCZ. DCZ. So area of a triangle ABO equals to half into length into breadth, half into OB into AB, OB into AB plus area of a rectangle ABCD. Just now we found out, so we will substitute the value as here 8000 and plus area of triangle DCZ. So equals to half into length means CZ and breadth means DC. So we'll find out. So we can write here length OB, so equals to half into OB is 100, half into 100 into then 20, okay, then plus 8000, that was the area of the rectangle that we found out, then plus half into CZ into DC. So CZ is here, you can see 900 minus 500 means 400 upon into 20. So let's see. So here 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2, 10, and here 2 ones are 2, and here 2 ones are 2, 10. So here this will become equals to 1000 plus 8000 plus 4000. So it is coming to 8 plus 4 plus 10, so 12, 13, so 13,000. 13,000 meters is the distance total that train has traveled. So obviously we can see here that we have to compare with 8,000 to 13,000. So and 13,000. So we can see here it is this B option looks correct. It travels at a constant speed for less than half of its journey time. So it is looking correct. So let's look at the other option also. So this may be correct. So we will look at the other options also first. Let us find out option C, whether it is viable or not. It travels 2000 meter in first 100 seconds. So let's see. We will find out the distance. So we will make a triangle here. So the triangle here we will make here ABO. This is the triangle, and we want to find out the area of triangle ABO. So area of triangle ABO equals to half into base into height, half into base into height, into base into height. So you can see base is 100, so half into 100 into height is 20. So you can see 2 to 10, so it is 1000. Answer is coming 1000 meter for 100 seconds. But here option C says that it is 2000 meters, so it is coming wrong. So 1000 meters should be the answer, but here they have given as 2000 meters. So option C is also ruled out. So option C is ruled out, and we will see now. Look at the option number D also. So for option D, let's look. it travels 10,000 meter at a constant speed. So constant speed is this area, this one which is parallel to the x-axis. So this is the area which is parallel to the x-axis. So this is the constant speed, this. So we will find out the area of this geometrical figure. So area of a rectangle or a quadrilateral. So we will name this as ABCD. So let's find out area of quadrilateral ABCD equals to length into width. Length into breadth. TH. So breadth. So length is 500 till 100. So it is coming 400. And breadth is 20. So 4 to is 8. So 8,000 is the answer. 8,000 meters is the answer for constant speed. So constant speed equals to 8,000 meters. So here but it is given 10,000 meters. So option D is also ruled out. So option B is correct. Option C and D are both ruled out. Friends, let's take this sum. A train is at a rest in a railway station at time t0. The train starts to move towards with an increasing speed until it reaches its maximum speed at time t equals to 48 seconds. This speed time graph they have given here, and you have to for first 48 seconds of the journey. State how the graph shows. First A part, first answer. Show how the graph shows that during the first 48 hours of the journey, the acceleration of train is constant. So this question we will do first. This we will find out. So as you can see here in this graph, here it is at 20 here, see 20 seconds. So we will see where it is meeting on the y-axis. So it is coming to 25. Okay, so it is coming to 15, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 meters per second. And for 40. So for 40 it is coming to 25. And for 45, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. It is coming to 35. So 15 meters per second increment is there. Here also 15, here also 15, here also 15. So everywhere it is constant. So that means speed is constant. So we can write that speed is constant. Speed is constant, and also graph is straight. And graph is straight till 48 seconds. Till 48 seconds. So that's why acceleration is constant. So that is the answer for first. Now we will do second part of the question, B part. A second. Calculate the acceleration, this one, of a train during the first 48 seconds of the journey. So this question we will do. So acceleration means change in velocity upon time. So acceleration equals to rate of change of velocity, means final velocity minus initial velocity upon time. So final velocity v minus initial velocity u upon time. So as you can see here final velocity is, as you can see in this question, so final velocity is 30 here, this point here we will coincide with y-axis and see 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So it is 36 here, final velocity till 48 seconds. So 36, so is the 36 meters per second is the final velocity. 36, initial velocity is 0, here, because from the rest the train is running. So this is the initial velocity. So minus 0 upon time t. So time given is 48 seconds. For 48 they are finding out. So this is the 48 second. So here it is 48 second. So we will find the answer. We will calculate on the calculator. Let's see. So it is coming 0.75 meters per second square acceleration. So now take the next part, B part. So as you can see here, they have asked this. After the time t, t equals to 48, the train continues at its maximum speed for another 72 seconds. So 72 seconds, maximum speed. So we will, and what they have asked, on figure 1.1, sketch the speed time graph for next 72 seconds of the journey. Means next 72 seconds means we will find out. So 120 is the final time. So 120 minus 48 seconds, so equals to 72. So for next 72 seconds means this one. So we will draw the graph here. So this is the maximum speed at which it is running. So this will be like straight line from here till the end it will touch. So this is the answer for this one. Now next part we will do. So B2 we will do, B2. So B and second part, this one we will do. So determine the total distance traveled by the train in 120 seconds after it starts moving. So we will do this. So as you know, total distance traveled by the train is the area under the graph. So area under the graph, that means we have to find the this area under this whole area. So this whole area we will find out. So here you can see two geometrical figures are formed. First is this triangle, okay, and second is this rectangle. So this is the rectangle. Here it is. So two geometrical figures are formed. So this is A, figure A, and this is figure B. So area of this triangle and area of this rectangle, if we find out, so that will give our answer for this. Okay, so this and this AB. So as you can see here, so we will name these two geometrical figures. First this triangle as A, B, C, and this we will write as ABXD. So if we want to find out the area here, so we have to find the area of ABC and this quadrilateral ABXD. So we will find out. So area of total distance equals to total distance covered equal to area of triangle ABC plus area of this quadrilateral ABXD. So let's find. So length CB is the base of this triangle ABC. Length CB, this one. So length CB. So length CB is 48. So this is 48. And height. Height means AB. Length AB is the height. So length AB is the height means this one. So it is 36. So we will write, substitute the values, half into 48 into 36. This is 36 and this is 48. So this is done. Now for this rectangle we will find out length into breadth. So length is BX and breadth is DX, or AB we can take. So length of BX. So BX, as you know well, it is 72. This BX is 72. This BX is 72. And height is again here 36 only. BX is 36. So length into that, 72 into 36. So I will solve on my calculator, and so equals to 24 into 36 plus 72 into 36. So 24 into 36 equals to 2592 plus 72 into 36 equals to here 864. So we will add and we will find out the answer. So answer is coming 3456. 3456 is the answer for this. So 3456 meters. So this question is done. So we will take this question here. A young athlete here has a mass of 42 kg. On a day when there is no wind, she runs a 100 meters race in 14.2 seconds. A sketch graph, not to scale, showing the speed during the race is given in figure 1.1. So we have to calculate here the acceleration of the athlete during the first 3 seconds of the race. So here, as you can see here, one triangle is formed for this first 3 seconds. So this is the triangle. So this is first 3 seconds. So if we find the area of this triangle, so we can get the acceleration of the athlete. So let's find the area of the triangle. So area of this triangle, equals to half into base into height, So equals to half into base is 3 and height is 8. So here, as you can see here, here some mistake is there in second question. The accelerating force on the athlete during the first 3 seconds of the race. So this first part of the question seems to be incorrect. So we will modify the question here. We will make it correct. So this question should be the distance traveled by the athlete. So this is in the first 3 seconds. The first part of the question should be the distance, not the acceleration of the athlete. So it should be distance traveled. So here distance traveled by the athlete. So this is the real question here. Traveled by the athlete in first 3 seconds. So here this we are finding out area of triangle, this one. So we will get the distance traveled, because area covered under the curve will give the this distance traveled. So half into base into height. So here you can see 3 8 is 24. So equals to half into 24. So answer is coming 12. So 12 meters is the answer for this. So that means distance traveled, not acceleration. So this is distance traveled. So this is the real question that they have asked here. And now a second part of the question, let's see. So second part of the question should not be accelerating force. Instead of this it should be acceleration of the athlete. So we will cut this force and we will make it acceleration. So you have to find acceleration here. So this is not force, they have asked acceleration. Okay, so we will find out acceleration in the first 3 seconds of this race. So here acceleration means change in velocity upon time. So acceleration equals to final velocity minus initial velocity upon time. So here final velocity, initial velocity upon time. So as you can see here, final velocity here is given as 8 in the graph. So 8, initial velocity here given as 0, minus 0 upon time. So time is here, you can see 3 seconds. So 3, so 8 by 3. So 8 by 3 we will calculate on the calculator. So it is coming 2.66 meters per second square is the answer for this. 2.66 meters per second square is the acceleration. Okay, not force, because acceleration actually they should have asked here acceleration. Okay, so now we can find force also. It is not difficult. So you know force formula, F equals to ma. So force equals to mass into acceleration. So as we know very well, mass they have given here. So mass given here is 42 kg here in the question. So mass they have given as 42 kg and acceleration just now we found out to be 2.66 meters per second square. So we will multiply these values and we will get the answer. So it is coming to 11.72. Force is coming 111.72 newtons. So here they have asked speed at which he crosses the line. So speed equals to distance upon time. This formula we will use. Speed equals to distance upon time. Distance upon time. So here we will use this formula. So distance is just now we can find out here from here the distance is given. So in the question we can see here it is given as 100 meters. Here as you can see here 100 meters. So 100 meters is the distance upon time. So time here we can see. So time here 14.2 seconds. Here in the graph 14.2 seconds. 14.2 seconds. So we will calculate this and the calculator and let's see the answer. So answer is coming 7.04 meters per second. Speed equals to 7.04. At this speed she is crossing the line. So this is the answer. So here they have asked in this question, define acceleration. It is very simple answer. So rate of change of velocity. So we can use any symbol also. So acceleration is the difference between v and u, final velocity and initial velocity. So we can write rate of change of velocity, or we can write difference between acceleration is difference between final velocity and initial velocity. So final velocity v and initial velocity u, and initial velocity u. So this is acceleration. Now we will see the part B of this question. So they have given a graph and speed against time, speed time graph for a train. After 100 seconds the train stops at this station. So here they have written here. So here they have asked part 1 question. So we can see the part 1 question is this. For the time interval between 40 seconds and 100 seconds, calculate the distance travelled by the train. So they have asked distance. So for finding the distance, so here we can see one triangle is formed here between 40 seconds and 100 seconds. So here between 40 and 100. So here area under this triangle will give the distance travelled here. So this is the triangle that is formed. So we will name the triangle as ABC. So area of the triangle ABC will give the answer. So area of triangle ABC equals to distance travelled equals to half into base into height. So half into BC into AB. So BC, distance of BC as you can see here. So it is, so length BC. So length half into length BC. So length BC equals to 100 and this is 40. So full length is 100 and till here it is 40. So 100 minus 40. So 100 minus 40. Okay, this and into height. Height directly is 25. So we will calculate here. 100 minus 40 here equals to 60. So half into 60 into 25. So let's calculate this on the calculator. So I got 750 meters. Height as 750 meters. So here they have asked a train stops for 80 seconds, then accelerates to 30 meters per second, 30 meters per second with an acceleration of 0.6 meters per second square. It then travels with a constant speed. Complete the graph for the interval 100 seconds to 280 seconds, showing your calculation in the space below. So we will calculate this part also. So we have to complete the graph here they have written. So let's see here. So till 80 seconds, the train stops for 80 seconds. So stops means it will coincide with x-axis. So this is the x-axis. So this line will coincide because it is not moving, so it will coincide with the x-axis till 80. So 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180. So till here 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So till here it will be like this till 180. So it will be like this till 180. It will coincide with the x-axis. Okay. So this is the answer. So it will coincide with x-axis that we have done till 180. Then further we have to find out the acceleration and complete the graph. So acceleration we want to find out. So till 180 it is 0. So this is coinciding here. So 0. Okay, 0 meters per second with the speed of 0 meters per second. Now further we want to find acceleration. So acceleration equals to change in velocity upon time means v minus u upon t. So final velocity and acceleration they have given here as, in this question they have given as 0.6. So 0.6 meters per second square equals to, so in speed, so speed they have given as 30 meters per second square, 30 meters per second, sorry. And initial speed, because it is starting from rest again, means it was on the x-axis only, so it is 0 upon time. So time we want to find out. So we will calculate the equation here. So time equals to 30 upon 0.6. So let's calculate on the calculator. So it is coming 50 seconds. 50 second is the answer. We got the time here. So here we can see here. So till here, so we can write till 180, because from 180 started now till 180 to 50 means plus 50. It will give the time here at what speed it is accelerating. So at what speed it is accelerating, so that we will get. So 180 plus 50, so equals to 230 seconds. So till 230 seconds, so it will accelerate at 30 meters per second. So from 180 to 50, so 230. So here 180, 190 in the graph we will see. So 180 here, 190 here, 210 here, 220 here, 230 here. Okay, 230 here before this. So 230. So till here it will accelerate. So that we have to make this acceleration. Here the graph we have to sketch it till here 230. So 230 means here we will take this here up. So till here it is going. This, so this means we have to make a line till here, and this we can rub just for showing it. I was putting. So this means this is the, here I will select the 180 from 180 to here. So this is there. Then after 230, so after 230 till 280, so it will move at a constant speed. So this is there. So this is the graph. So in this way we will get the answer. So 230 to 280 it will move at a constant speed.